Welcome. This is the Dan C. Bearded YouTube channel. I'm Dan. This is my wife, Sam.
Hi.
Sam, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Just chilling.
And the show, you guys, on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, is called Beard Advice Live. The kind of base of this show is people send in pictures of their beards, give us a couple different views. They let us know their beard goals, their beard problems, and really anything that they want advice on. And we, myself, Sam, and the community, we give feedback. And one of the coolest things, like the first one today, is an update where people come back and send in updates and show us like how they use the information. And it's pretty dang cool. And we've also added in a couple of things. So one, at halftime, we have a segment for questions. So whatever questions you guys have for us that you're looking for advice on, we can drop that at halftime. And then Sam, what is the wrinkle that you introduced and really enjoy?
I enjoy when people ask advice on things that aren't beard related. Other things in life, like relationships or money or what else do we give advice on? Anything.
Yeah, whatever, fashion, that kind of stuff. So if you have those questions, I will try my best to be able to star them and grab them for the halftime. If not, you can drop them at halftime. And another thing, William absolutely man, he said, "Hey Dan, thanks for getting back to me this past week. I appreciate your support. If you are not able to get a question going on the stream for whatever reason, we're not able to get to it, I didn't see it, or you just didn't ask, you can reach out anytime. I will always get back to you. I pretty much every day answer things like this show where people send pictures of their beards and they ask me advice. I can answer those individually as well. So don't feel like, oh, it has to be on the show. I promise I help out everybody. And welcome everybody, and shout out to Mike. Hope everybody's having a good one here. And we do have a pretty packed show tonight, so we're going to kind of get right into it as we go through. You doing a Super Bowl stream? Nope. Super Bowl's on a Sunday, so no Super Bowl in here. Just normal streams as they go through. But we are going to get into it. Couple quick things from the Command family. Sam has to go get her heel checked out tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, that's
Sam,
embarrassing.
What's going on with your heel?
I don't know. I have to go
see the heel.
I have to go see a podiatrist, and I literally feel like such an old person because my grandma like goes weekly to a podiatrist, and I just associate that with older people. And so I don't know what happened to my heel. We started going back to the gym, and I have this like, I thought I had stepped on a piece of like salt, like de-icing salt outside. It like got in my crock, and I thought I stepped on it. Maybe there's like a piece lodged in there. So I'm like trying to have Dan look at it. And he's like, "There's nothing in there." So of course, me, the pimple popper person that I am, I had to like investigate. And then it like broke open and it started hurting. And then I nicked it on something, and then it started bleeding everywhere. So I'm like, okay, I have to go to the doctor.
Yeah, it looked like it was either a blister that like had calluses over it or something. Who knows? So she's gonna get that checked out. And then the second thing that's it's none of those normal like foot things. She doesn't have bunions, anything like that.
You don't get bunions on your heels, though, right?
Right. I don't think so. I think that's up top. And it was, that was interesting. And then the other interesting thing, Sam, you guys know, has been going through this like crazy health journey, looking at everything. She got some results in today that were really interesting. The quickest summary ever.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know specifics, but what did you get tested? And then like, because I don't think a lot of people even know about these kind of things.
Yeah, so I had my genes tested. And
not like blue genes, but like genetic genes.
Oh, wear blue jeans. And so it just kind of tested everything to see if I had any gene mutations, anything that like might lead to any future diseases, or see what I need to look out for based on mine specifically. It also tells me like what if I need more iron, not like you need more iron because your iron is low. Like you as a person need more iron than most people. So that was kind of cool. Yeah. And I've only just slightly dug into it. The thing itself was like 90 pages without printing the explanations below it. Wow. So we're going to be going through a lot of paper.
That's wild. And hey, True North, welcome to the team. They got a membership and they are sponsoring tonight. We will have a giveaway. We'll talk all about that, you guys. So yeah, super interesting stuff we're learning with all those. And kind of along those same lines, Leo, thank you, man. He says, your podcast on diet was very helpful for me.
Awesome.
Super cool. So if you guys don't know as well, Sam and I have a podcast together called Catching Up with the Commands. We're on episode 23. So we got our Jordan episode, and that is every Friday morning. There's links in the description. It's on every podcast platform. I got an alert today that we have a new podcast platform that it's on. So
wow,
cool stuff. You guys catching up with the commands, and that was a good one. So thank you, Leo. Right. Awesome. Thank you, because he says that was a really, really good episode. And
thanks.
That podcast is very different. It's not family friendly. We talk about topics we wouldn't talk about on here. You get to see a different side of us. It's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. And Kevin says, good timing. I just heard about and looked up True North a couple days ago. Hey.
Oh, snap.
Perfect. And on that same kind of note, Mr. Jim says, thanks for the giveaway earlier. Yeah, so I have a Facebook group as well. You guys catching up, or that's the podcast, Commands Corner. It's linked in every description as well. It is a private group, so answer the questions when you guys join. It's free. We do huge giveaways. Jim just won a massive giveaway package that was like 6 beard oils, 6 beard butters, 6 beard washes. It was like a ton of like 6s. It was a huge giveaway. And we have daily giveaways beginning tomorrow for the next 2 weeks. So if you guys are not in there, you want to join, you can see it's kind of a really positive special type placement. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to keep this show rolling here. And I haven't even said this yet. If you guys don't mind, hit a thumbs up on the stream if you want to check real quick to see if you have or have not. And then please consider sharing it. If we can get some friends in here, that would be awesome. Awesome, guys. And I am starring your questions. We will hit those ones at halftime. So it is always appreciated. And again, any shares to get your friends in here would be really cool. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going tonight.
Okay.
Beard Advice Live. But first, we do have that sponsor, True North. I will drop a link in the chat for anybody that is looking to explore their website, looking to learn about the company. And of course, if you want to make a purchase, we do have a non-affiliate discount, and that is DanC10 to save you guys 10% off. A couple quick things. We have their carrier blend on that bottom right-hand corner, shea nut oil, fractionated coconut, jojoba, argan, sweet almond, avocado, cold pressed grapeseed, fragrance blend, and vitamin E. I will say True North is really known for like cologne type scents. If you're someone that likes those stronger cologne scents, they're going to be a really, really big one for you. And and yeah, absolutely. Leo, we'll hit that at halftime. That's a good question. So check those ones out. Now, speaking of carrier blends, they also, and this is something that I've been helping and consulting them with, they're coming out with a new line called their Ultra line, which is going to be something with more kind of exotic and diverse carriers. Some of my favorites, of course, but Meadow Foam, Barrage, Camellia Seed, Castor, Rose Hip, and others all coming in this brand new blend. So keep that in mind. They do have scented beard wash conditioners, and available now, you guys, solid wash bars from True North. Yes, got one up in the bathroom right now. Hey, Luke, thank you, man. I know Luke's on the show tonight, so shout out to you, man. Thanks for the membership. And then also beyond that, guys, every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, they do their Hall of Fame drops, which are limited edition and seasonal scents. So every time, and we actually got to meet True North. We got to meet and hang out with Chris and Tara.
So cool.
You want to tell them about that, like meet up and stuff real quick?
Well, no. First, when I think about Tara, all I think about is when she said she puts ketchup on her salads. Oh. And that is like my go-to thing that you put in my head, Tara.
Hey, William, thank you, man. Welcome to the membership. Hey, and look at that. We got even more coming in, man. Goodness. Thank you, guys. True North just donated 5 memberships to the chat. These are randomly selected by YouTube, you guys. And essentially, if you're curious about the memberships, essentially what it does is it allows you to skip the slow chat, get your name in green. You get to get channel exclusive emojis. We got the Sam C emoji, and you get a logo next to your name. And essentially, it is just a way to support the channel and platform. So thank you, True North. That is pretty awesome. So yes, she does. Guys, give us emojis in the chat, okay? Please here. Thumbs up. Yeah, Travis. Thumbs up for ketchup on salad, or thumbs down for ketchup on salad. you already know, and I'm talking about in the chat, not on our stream. You already know it's a thumbs down for me. So, and Sarah says here, she goes, the Sam C emoji is her favorite by far, by far. All right, so guys, drop those comments. Ketchup on salad. I'm like trying to think of a situation.
Get if it were like, you know how people eat hamburgers like in a bowl, no bun. Like if you put a salad, like a little bit of lettuce, and then put a burger patty with ketchup and mustard and pickles, I can see it like that.
Tara says, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And Tara is addicted to running. So she's like, hey, I can have that ketchup. I can have all that sugar on my salad. You know, that's hilarious. Did you guys know?
Oh, Doug, gross.
What Doug say? Not
ketchup
on salad.
on tacos.
Doug, that's worse.
Doug, you're fired.
That is so worse. No, in history, we had a president that tried to make ketchup, tomato and ketchup, an actual vegetable so they could count it in on the vegetable portion of school lunches. Was
that like recent?
It actually went to court and backed up. Yeah, it's not recent. We're talking 20, 30 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah, it is.
Wait.
All right.
I'm like, how old am I? Who was president?
Doug says, I was a kid. I'm reformed now. Okay. All right. Ketchup on tacos, call the cops. You're the salad one. Come on, Tara. What are you doing? You can't do that. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Literally taking ketchup to court to make sure it fits into the school lunches vegetables. And then they kind of figured out like, maybe ketchup's not the healthiest. So yeah, absolutely. And you did, to be fair, you did forget mustard as well.
Oh. That's my bad.
That changes
That's
it.
my bad.
Yep, that changes.
That's on me, Tara.
Mm-hmm. Tried sugar on spaghetti. Are you in the movie Elf? Are you
want some maple syrup?
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so we you were supposed to talk about the meetup.
I forgot. It was a great meetup.
Where were we? What was going on?
We're in Maine, right?
Yeah, that's where the Maine meetup.
Yep. Okay. And it was just so cool. We were at a park and some little kid called Dan ugly.
Yeah. So
those are like two prominent things that are just living in my head.
We're just hanging out. This little random kid, I don't know, maybe 10 years old, just comes up to me, looks me dead in the eye and goes, why are you so ugly? I said, I don't know. That's a good question. And then continued on, but just straight up said, why are you so ugly? Like, okay. All right. But this was cool too, because people have seen by now, but at this point, Tara and Chris had never been on like video or camera or pictures. Everyone's like, are they real? Are they real? Can confirm.
They're real people.
The owners of True North Beard Co. are real people. Yep, they are
and very nice people.
Yeah, very, very nice. So fun to hang out with. So cool to talk with. They were great with our kids and talking sports and all that kind of stuff. Man, it was awesome. And yeah, that kid was a savage. Just look at me dead. Why are you so ugly? So dang. I wanted to say that's not what your mom. Oh, don't go there. That's rude to a 10-year-old. But as a wise man once said, he started it. So yes, and guys, I will again drop that link in the chat here, and shout out to True North for sponsoring today. Of course, we never expect purchases, we never have any pressure or salesmanship, but if you guys want to support them, check out their Instagram. They're very active on Instagram. They do lives, they do tons of posts. That's a really good way to kind of give back to the stream and to the sponsor, is just simply support them in any way that you can. Check out their website, read their blogs. All that stuff makes a really, really, really nice difference. Hey, D-Dot, thank you, man. Thanks for the membership. All right, let's see what we're giving away tonight. And this will be at the end of the show, you guys, which should be around 10:30 p.m. And we're going to give away a straight up $50 gift card.
Awesome.
Now, we do giveaways all the time, and it's so cool. But like, I try to put myself outside of my shoes and imagine like winning a $50 gift card to a company we really like.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. Like I absolutely love that we're able to do this. And man, I appreciate it. So stay tuned, guys. That link will be in the chat at the time of the giveaway, just so we have a less chance of people leaving or falling asleep or, going to the bathroom. All right. But let's
take your phones with you.
It blows my mind.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah, wild. All right. And guys, so many kind comments in the chat. True North is the truth. Go to the site for everything beard and mustache grooming. Look at that, man. Thank you for the comment. And so, yeah, if you guys have any other thoughts, feel free to share for True North in the chat, and we'll come back and pop in and talk to them. Also, guys, it is pinned in the chat. It's in the description as well. But just a reminder, I'll throw it at the bottom randomly. beardadvicelive@gmail.com is your email to send in to be on the show next week. 100% free, you guys. We never have any charge or anything like that. Send a couple pictures of your beard, make a write-up. You'll kind of see how the show works tonight. So take a screenshot if you need to. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. And again, it's in the description, so you don't have to worry about that. And we'll drop a little thank you to True North at the bottom. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's get into it. All right, here's our update. And this is actually a 1-week update, which is my favorite. I love when we have like a week or 2 weeks, because you get to see like this show can immediately impact you in a positive way. And so we have Luke, and he said, so I did exactly what you guys explained to do. Which I love, right? We give advice. You don't have to take it.
It's good, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to take it, but I did exactly what you explained to do, and I couldn't be more happy with the outcome. The answer is more heat and more heat. I dialed back the oil as well. I went to a local beard barber here, and we're going to work on this epic beard as she grows.
Aww.
I'll keep you all posted. Cheers. Thanks again. And he included a picture of his beard before he dyed it. Again, bad mistake. So this one was really cool. We actually had a lot of feedback for Luke. This was the one, if you guys remember, I was like, I have a feeling you dyed your beard. Actually, I was super confident. Sam's like, what if he didn't? Are you going to offend people? And it's like, I'm pretty sure he did. He did. I said, please stop dyeing it, right? Please stop dyeing it. And he was like, yeah, you're right. And then we said, use less oil. And then Sam said, use some more heat. He said, I did all those things and they were spot on. Let's take a look at a 1-week turnaround. A 1-week turnaround here. Boom.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah, that's what this show's all about, you guys. And this is what his beard looked like before the dye. So he wanted to show that in here before the dye.
He dyed it for like cosplay or something.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was like, oh, I need to get rid of my gray.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't throw him under the bus there, Dan.
Still a mistake. No. And if you guys ever need temporary coloring, reach out to me. I'll give you some links on some things that will not be permanent, that will not hurt your beard. But just straight up from here to here, 1 week difference. Look at that.
It like came alive.
It really did.
Hey, I'm here. I'm back.
Oh my gosh. And that's the coolest thing about this show and this channel. Hey, Coach Drayden.
Nice.
Thank you, man. This is our son's soccer coach. Jax is specifically, and he works with Maddox a lot too. It's awesome, Drayden. Thank you, man. Donated a membership. That's really cool. And yeah, it did. It came alive. When you start growing a beard, and you get beard oil, even I love companies, but even like the instructions on beard oil bottles are not always great.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them will say use 2 to 3 drops. Like, well, that's cool the first week, and then others don't. And you're like, how much do I use?
Or they'll say like use as much as needed.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
Right. That doesn't help. And so oftentimes people use too much. Oftentimes they just don't really know what they're doing. He sent that in, and my goodness gracious, look at that difference.
Yeah.
Look at that difference. And this was his beard fine. I mean, the hair looks the same, right? Where the styling is. Unbelievable. If we had this one here, I'd be like, dude, I got nothing for you.
You're good.
Yeah, I got nothing for you there. And as you continue to grow that out, that dye is going to fade, and it's going to look better and better and better. Dude, it looks amazing.
Great work.
Yeah, and I think he was in the chat, but I haven't seen any comments by him.
Maybe he's in the bathroom. Leave him be.
As you just told people, bring your phone. And he's right here. He said, no, I loved my gray. Okay, yep. So that's exactly what we were talking about there. So, dude, keep it going. He said, awesome. I'm excited. You should be. That's a great beard, great head hair. Man, you're absolutely rocking it. Truly what this show is all about, you guys, right here. And couldn't be done without your feedback as well. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, dude. Really, really cool. All right, next one up is Keith B. I've been following your channel for a while. I've also been pretty active in your chats while you're live. Also been following your advice for new beardsmen, which is by far on point. Awesome. And with that being said, here are some pictures for some critical feedback advice during my journey. I appreciate it. And most of all, I appreciate for what you do in content. So he's essentially saying like, hey, I'm following along. I'm getting this all figured out here.
Mhm.
Kid, and he put in here critical. He's like,
Oh God.
don't hold back, right? There's, some people send in, they're like, be easy, be nice. He's like, hit me. I can take it.
Like
So
you're ugly and I hate you.
oh, hey, yo. We clip it. we have not shown the pictures yet, guys. We have not shown the pictures yet. Okay, here we go. And I love the discussion in the chat, guys. Keep it going. All right, here is Mr. Keith
I
B.
love that.
Heck yeah, man. So Keith
Hold on.
is
You
rocking
said
it.
new beardsman?
I don't think. Did he say? Did
Oh,
he
he's
say new
watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He's
Okay.
watching the new Beardsman and Vice.
I see. I see.
Yep. And he says, hey, he goes, I'm an all or nothing guy here.
Okay.
Keith, you're speaking to one of those as well. So I get you, man. Okay. So he essentially just wants some feedback and some advice on his beard. First off, because I know you're thinking about it, touch on the head hair, the haircut.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about it.
I know the other one. I'll hit you with that in a second. Yeah, hit
I love your hair.
Mhm.
It's incredible. Don't ever change your hair. It's beautiful.
Dude, it is. It suits your look so dang well. So dang well. Whatever barber you go to that's doing this fade right here, fantastic. Fantastic, you guys. All right. Beyond that, the next thing that I know you love, because you're my wife and I know you, and he said, this is actually my first beard, 4 months growth. So he is a new beardsman.
I'm sorry, what? 4 months?
Dude, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So the next thing that I know you love is the texture of the beard.
Yes.
Is that where you were going?
Yes.
See, I know her, guys. Thoughts on it?
Love the waves.
Yeah.
I just think they're so cool.
For sure. And Keith wrote back and said, we don't have any advice for you. Thank you for sending in. But I think this is a really good demonstration of the difference of grooming dents as compared to textured waves, as compared to something that's naturally growing. These waves here, right, are not created by grooming. They're not created by a comb going on his jawline and pressing into the beard. This is natural. And right, we're big proponents of heat. We're big about recommending heated brushes, blow dryers, but I love this one. Absolutely love this one. I am curious here too. Dynamite has a good question. Keith, do you use heat at all with this beard? Because I love it. A dream item of mine, Keith, if you are asking, is
if you wanted to know.
He said I was thinking of adding heat. So to your main portion of the beard, this is a rare one for me. I would not add any heat right now, but what I would do is I would consider growing your mustache longer and adding heat there. I think that would really complete the look. And it's just tough for me to be able to say like, oh, I got these long hairs going on here, right? You're getting 3-4 inches. And then just to have the mustache that is clearly trimmed with a trimmer, right? I would love to see you shift over to scissor trimming your mustache. You don't need to get crazy. You don't need to get wild, but scissor trimming your mustache, it completely changes the texture. It completely changes the look. You can keep it off your lips still, especially if you go the lazy walrus and you use a heated brush and get that bad boy going out to the side. I would think that would absolutely bring everything together. Everything together, man. So yeah, just consider that. And RPG said, can you imagine this beard when it gets as long as Dan's? That would be so cool. Yeah, so dang cool. And Keith says, I had it longer and it was getting in my mouth too much. My barber trimmed it. Yeah, so I knew it was with a trimmer. Kevin, my mustache does not ever get in my mouth.
Keith.
Oh, sorry. I was reading someone's comment. Keith, my mustache does not ever get into my mouth. And my mustache is pretty substantial. It truly comes down to the trimming with scissors and then using a heated brush to keep it off your lips. And it gives you that full body. I mean, you don't have to go as big as mine.
Yeah.
But man, I would just love that texture would just bring, for me personally, such a balance to the beard. And I love it, man. I really, really, really love it. He said, I love how men can immediately tell what was trimmed with a trimmer. Yeah, there's just differences. Yeah, it's okay. I get called Kevin all the time. Is that true?
Oh my gosh.
If that's true, that would be wild. Yeah, that would be absolutely wild. So, okay. Ashton is usually, we get to pick his meal for the night. He said, sorry, guys, we were forced to get our supper earlier, but we curiously see what you would have picked.
Okay.
White Castle burgers, microwave style, or
Okay.
Swanson microwave classic meatloaf. Meatloaf.
Oh, I have never had White Castle in
Me
my
either.
life.
Me either.
So I have no clue what those taste like, but with the miscooked dessert. I like that.
That is good.
I'm gonna go White Castle because I've never had it and I want to try it.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Now, I have a question for the chat. It's in the poll right now. Please click your answer. Your last meal of the day. Do you call it supper or do you call it dinner? Now, don't influence them yet. Don't influence them yet.
I'm
But
just getting the candy.
You're not missing anything. Yeah, I don't think she's quite missing out on anything. You haven't had slideria. So
Oh,
they have sliders. Yeah. All right. Do you call it dinner or do you call it supper? Because I know it's definitely a regional thing. In our area, there's definitely both. Now, I grew up with one, and I don't know when, but I've shifted to the other.
Really?
Yeah. And I'll tell the answer in just a second. Actually, okay, I'll tell you the answer. I grew up, and we had supper. Like, that was what my parents called it when I was young. And at some point, they changed to dinner. And I always thought that was really interesting. But we call it dinner.
I cannot see your parents calling it supper.
Yeah. We had it. We had called it supper for a bit. And here's one thing that bothers me. I don't like that supper is so close to super. And if you say,
Tell 'em.
hey, if you say supper 3 times in a row, it doesn't even become a real word anymore. Supper. And they're like, what the heck is supper?
What's a supper?
Just like I don't like that dessert is so close to desert. Not cool. Not cool at all. Yep. Generational. I could see that. Do you think it's more generational than regional? Interesting.
I feel like yes. I think supper is very like relaxed. Like my whole family is from the South and they say supper. But my mom, like my grandparents used to say supper. And then my mom would say supper when she was around them.
Okay.
But then would say dinner at all other times.
Yeah. Oh, man. So at some point you had your last supper.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Supper seems too formal. And you're saying the opposite. Like, it's just like casual. It's so interesting. Yeah. Could you describe supper? The last meal of your day.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Is that how you describe
it? Right. And did you... supper in Boston. Supper. Now, did you see their comment from True North? They were literally joking about supper dinner earlier.
No way.
Or talking about it. That's wild.
Okay, what do you guys call it?
Yeah. Okay. So dinner had a pretty substantial win, but we still have good amount of people that call it supper.
What is your age if you call it supper?
Yeah. I'm curious one. If that is. I'm the guy in front getting yelled at by everyone 11 hours. Oh, wait for his job. Yeah. Yikes. Could you imagine working the front desk of ER?
No.
And there's a wait time?
No. I couldn't imagine working anywhere in ER doing anything.
No. Okay. So it's all over the place. 27, 55, supper. And oh man, interesting. Jacob's from Michigan. And he calls it supper and he's not generationally older. Interesting.
Okay.
Huh. Okay. If you call it supper, your age is old. Hey now.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, hey now. All right. Some people use both. Oh, you guys got to make up your mind.
No.
If you use both, is there a distinguishing factor? Like, oh, that's not supper, that's dinner. Like, let me know.
Right. Like, is supper like just an additional meal of the day?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. All right. I like it, guys. All right. Thank you, Keith. That was really cool, man. Love these ones. Guys, that's what this show's about, man. Just straight up. All right. We have Martin. Straight to the point. We got a couple,
Martin.
Couple long ones later, but we got Martin right here. What do you suggest my next step be? Boom. Welcome, Martin.
Nice.
So Martin is growing his beard out here.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any like goals or anything. Martin, I'm going to throw down right away. Your next step, your next 10 steps, your next 20 steps, grow.
Absolutely.
Dude, grow. Do not trim that neckline. Do not touch the cheek line. Stop trimming the mustache. Grow. Like, just grow.
I like it. It suits you.
Yeah, and I can see the foundation for a really nice beard, and I really want you to go for a big beard. I think that will suit you very, very well, my man. Grow. Grow, grow, grow. He said, new beard. Sorry. No, dude, let it grow.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you for sending in, man. This is awesome, dude. Hey, Donald, thank you. I appreciate that, man. He just donated 5 memberships.
So cool.
Really cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and Mr. Patton says he's done a lot of traveling, and it seems down south more people call it supper than up north.
Definitely.
So, yeah, so I thought regional for
Except
sure.
Florida.
Yeah, that's not the South. That's just geographically South. You can ask Ralph. He lives there. Martin, great start, man. Truly. And yeah, here's Sean. He says, hardest part in the first few weeks, man, just got to live through it. If I could tell you the amount of people that have learned patience as like grown people, myself included, from a beard, it's absurd, because I get the benefit of talking to people, right? I get the benefit of people reaching out to me, and they're reaching out. I hate it. Should I shave it? No, you look good, dude. What do I do next? This is what's next. What's going wrong? What can I like? And it's always in those first few weeks. And then they get past those first few weeks, and then the confidence, then the patience, and all that comes in.
It's like when I get my Botox done.
Yeah.
First few weeks, yikes.
Right. She looks angry. Roger says, we in the South. Not really. Yeah, and Roger's from what they call the bottom of the map. That dude is
in the South,
Miami.
South.
Yeah. He's in the South. So let it grow. Yep, exactly. I agree, Opie. He says, grow it. That beard will have some nice colors in it. So true. And we love that too. And often it's kind of another cool thing about people growing a beard and finding the beard community is they grow it and they have like certain feelings about whether it's a gray beard or even red. A lot of people are sensitive to ginger. They grew up probably getting made fun of for their head hair and stuff. So they get sensitive to color. And then you grow it and you're like, oh my gosh, people love gray. People love red beards. And so it grow, man. You've got this. And look at Craig and look at his beard. He said, patience is so hard when you're starting a beard journey. It took me a long time to get it.
And now look at him.
Right. For me, I remember a distinct mental shift when I was growing a beard. I used to do my head hair every day. As I told you guys, I think last week, I never wore a hat before the channel. Think about how wild that is.
Yeah.
And I would do my hair every day. And you can get your head hair perfect, like every single day. If you use hairspray, you use different styling.
Speak
like,
for yourself.
I could get my hair perfect every day. And it was like dialed in, boom. When I went to the beard, I had to like literally learn you can't get your beard perfect every day. And it like made me like be more at ease with like my appearance and have more confidence in it not being perfect. And that was kind of a cool like transition for me. So dude, yeah, just grow. Awesome, Martin. All right. This name always comes up. And this is,
I want to be fancy with it.
Yeah. You always want to go Stefan, but usually Stefan. Sometimes it's Steven.
I don't think I ever have said Stefan.
I go Stefan, yeah.
I want to go Stefan on this one.
Yeah, I go Stefan. But no, we're gonna go officially here. Is this Stefan, right? On this one? Okay.
I would think so.
Okay. Yeah, names fun. All right, Stefan. I've been growing my beard for about 3 months now, and I've started using heat for a week now. I really want to have a beard more slim to the face, but it's poofing up approximately 45 to 60 minutes after styling. I use a hair dryer at medium heat and medium speed. Okay. 3 months using a hair dryer. Got it. Do you have any advice for me so I can keep the look I want longer without using balm or wax? Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Boom.
Nice.
And exactly. You guys, Kay said Stefan like in Family Matters. Yeah, Urkel's other personality when he'd get into that machine. Stefan, he'd come out all like handsome. All right, sorry. All right, beard, awesome dude. So he has a little predicament here. He's growing this beard out, but a key thing is he wants it more slim to the face.
Oh my, story of my life, but with my hair.
So with the slim to your face, my man, first off, this looks great. And also, I can see that you're doing some grooming patterns to try and achieve that. For example, your hair is going down here, and then I can tell your grooming is going in this direction. everything is going towards your chin, when traditionally you're going to kind of get it going more down in this direction. So that is one where it's like, okay, I can really see he is trying to lock this in, right? Trying to lock this in. And then bump. So the thing is, we always want to try to respect what they're offering. And so he says here, without using balm or wax. So no balm, no wax. Like, okay, got that. Understood. With that said, number one, a heated brush would do better, right? Exactly. Brian says an Aberlite Pro keeps me in check. A heated brush at your length of beard is going to do a much better job of thinning it or bringing it more slim to the face. Number two, you're getting to the point, because you have great beard genetics, that you're no longer going to be able to keep this to your face. You're going to have to trim for those results rather than style. And yeah, absolutely. Groom to trim. Exactly. So this one is going to be a situation where you're going to need it dialed in. And a blow dryer is going to get it more volume, which isn't what you're looking for. And in most cases, if you just said give feedback, I would say, dude, blow this beard out. Let's get some more volume. Let's get it away from your face more. Just a food for thought here. I would say consider a blowout beard and getting it bigger. I think that's actually going to suit your style, your face shape better than trying to keep it really tight to the face. But if you do want it tight to the face, I believe your answer is going to be trimming in a heated brush, not the blow dryer. Yep, not the blow dryer.
I agree. I want to see it blown out because I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah.
My hair gets poofy. It's poofy right now and it's bugging me. So when I blow dry, I have to go in with a flat iron for me, heated brush for you. And it just like seals it in, makes it more slim, makes like the actual hair like look more slim. So it's not poofing out at the sides like that. And then, but I think if you're going for it, so for me, I don't like my hair poofy because it makes my face look chubbier. And so if that is the case for you, I think that if you have that big beard at the bottom, your face up here is actually going to look smaller if that's your reasoning behind it. But
yeah, no, for sure. Sam rocks. Heck yeah. No, I agree with Mark here. Let it grow and square it up a little bit. Once again, I think you are, without knowing it, you're wanting to go for a God of War beard. You're wanting to go for a scuba beard, right? Not the way I trim, not the way you want to go for a big beard, but I think that it would do really well for you to kind of look at that God of War, kind of look at that scuba beard. Now, if you don't know scuba, most of you do, but that's BeardTube. Just look him up. He's got tons of great trim videos. But I do think that would be a good one. Doug, I don't know if you're still in the chat, my man, but you are summoned. Sean says we need a how to blow out video. Let's get on it, Dan. Sean, you should know me.
He said, let's get on it.
Sean, you should know me, man. Just look up on YouTube, Dan C. Beard. Hey, Keith, thank you for the membership. Look up on YouTube, Dan C. Bearded Blowout Beard. I actually have had that video for like several years, and it's one that gets cited often. Hey, John, when we were talking about the beard meetup in Maine, John was actually there and became pretty close with True North, which is really cool. Really, really cool. All right. Awesome, man. Brett, I have your questions starred, and we will be able to hit that one at halftime as well. Okay. Got that. Okay. All right. Awesome, guys. Please keep us updated. Did someone say blowout video? Thank you, Doug. For a while, that was easily our most linked video from Doug. He must have had it like on bookmark.
He saved it.
Brian Carter always helped us out in the chat, and it just kept coming up over and over again. So yeah, keep us in mind, man. Keep us in mind. And Donald said, could it be poofy based on the brush direction of the chin? No. So if he changed the direction and went with more of like a typical one, it's going to get farther away from his face. What he's trying to go for, I 100% see what he's trying to go for here. He's trying to get this angular beard, right? Where you get that kind of square, almost a ducktail style beard here. But I think he can achieve this without bringing the hairs in like this. This is one of the very few times, guys, where I almost always say train over trim or style over trim. I think that his trimming is going to be the answer in this case, which again is rare, but really cool one, man. Thanks for sending in. All right, Ashton. It's been 6 weeks. All right, Ashton was on before and like was trying to take over the stream, being all like handsome and stuff. Jeez, Ashton. He said it's now been, and I don't think he's changed his YouTube picture. We need you to get on that, my man.
Is this dinner supper, Ashton, or no?
No, different one. Different one. It's been 6 weeks of beard growth for my first beard. So far, I'm liking how everything is filling in and thought you might like to see the progress. I would like y'all's advice about the mustache area. Should I cut the faster growing hairs coming down over my lips so it grows out more evenly? If yes, where do you recommend cutting that line, or just let it grow out? So super cool one. So we have the top one here of just like, here's an update. And then he wants some feedback on his beard.
Okay.
So yeah, look at this. Look at this picture. He said, I will try to have the pic. This looks nothing like the human you're about to see here. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what Ashton is with this update on this one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember you.
So Ashton was over here. 3 weeks difference. All right. 3 weeks. He is from here to here with the beard. Dude, phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It looks so good.
It really does. And I really like this length on you.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe a little more and kind of having that same type of style there, but that length looks really, really good. One of the best haircuts I've seen. Looks awesome. You have the advantage with your head hair that you have very dense hair. Like you can tell that is like super, super dense. And so he's talking about the mustache now. So he has some hairs like kind of coming down over the mustache a little bit. Do you want some advice on that? You want me to go?
Well, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say grow it.
No,
it to the side.
No. So in this case, I actually think it is just a very simple trim.
Oh my, can you believe this?
Very simple trim right there. This is scissors trim, just cutting along that lip line. You can do that every couple of days as that mustache grows out longer. I don't think a big lazy walrus would suit your beard right now. If you go bigger, if you go bigger, you go longer. I'm all about balance. I truly believe if you have a big substantial beard, if you want balance, you should have the mustache to match. Now, we have some whalers in the building. Shout out to Ken. Nothing. Hey, just personal opinion and preference here. But I do think that that's a very simple little trim right there. Very simple. That's what you would have went with?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's what I was just going with you, baby.
And once again, guys, that transition right there, fantastic. Fantastic. Awesome, dude. That was an easy one. Really, really easy one there. And and thank you guys for all the feedback on this one. A snip more than a trim even. Yeah. Yep. I think it'll look really good. Yeah, he's got great density for sure. Super, super thick. And yeah, look at that person. Like, come on, dude. You gotta get that update. And we'll see it next week. That'll be really cool. So awesome. It looks really thick for how short it is. Yeah, exactly. Well said. Well said, you guys. So awesome, man. Thank you. All right. Whaler Nation. Yeah, hey, I got a lot of Whaler friends out there. It's just not a look for me. Not a look for me. I like the balance. All right, Lance C. Woo! Buckle up here, guys. Okay. And I even went through, I'm like, all right, nope, it was all relevant. Some background.
I got to get another candy.
I'm 32. I've kept a short beard for most of my life due to job requirements, but it has changed so I could grow as long as I want back in August, September. I had been using both minoxidil and then a DHT blocker on my head hair for a few years with great results up there. But after finding out from your recent streams that it hinders beard growth, any DHT blocker will hinder beard growth, you guys. I've since cut out the DHT blockers and we'll see how that affects things. Okay, cool. My routine is to use wash daily, strip once a week, conditioner, and then skip 2 days. Oil daily, combing afterwards, wait 10 minutes, heat, butter, comb. Don't do anything at night. Okay. Consider beard butter at night, but hey, other than that, spot on, dude. Can tell you watch the channel. I'm looking to get a large full beard similar to yours. Okay, we got the goal. I'm open to any and all advice, but cheeks are in need of the most advice. My chin hairs grow much faster than the rest of my beard. I cut off a small portion 2 or so months ago, and I'm considering taking off a bit more to get more rounded with the rest of the beard. My chin hair also dips inward to having trimmed my neckline in the past. I've been correcting that with heat as well as trying to straighten out my cheeks with heat. My chin has been seeing much more progress in being straightened than my cheeks have. I use 320 degrees and I make sure to take it slow when using the heated brush and using a comb. Should I try using a higher heat or keep working on the technique as it seems to be working just slowly? Pics are after heat and they curl a lot more soon after.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's jump into this one, guys, and then we'll kind of break it down as we go here. And I love this. Like, we have updates in the chat. Jeff said, did an official measurement after last week's show, and after 6 months, I'm officially at 3.5 inches from the bottom lip. Awesome, man.
Nice.
Really cool. Okay, here
Hold
we
on.
go.
Okay.
Yes.
First, the DHT blocker helps head hair but hinders beard hair.
Spot on.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 100%. If you want,
so interesting.
Yeah, if you guys want to block DHT, it will slow down the male pattern baldness, like losing the hair, but it also will slow down your beard growth.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Truly double-edged sword. And if it affects the head hair, we don't know officially, but chances are it's going to affect the beard. So people will say, like, there's like DHT blocking shampoos. So they're like, if I use the shampoo on my head hair, will it affect my beard? We don't know. There's never been any scientific studies done, but chances are yes.
We need to get like a scientist in our groups.
We do, man. There's just no money or top money in beard science right now, unfortunately, but that will be changing over the next 10 years. So let's see Lance here, and then we're just going to kind of break it down step by step here on this one. Awesome, dude.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for sending in, man. So he's like, I'm aware of all these challenges I got going on. Head hair looks great too, by the way, man. And he's like, yeah, I got a dip. My chin is growing faster than the rest of my beard and all this. And so, Lance, I'm going to hit you as if you were my best friend and you sent me a text message and you were like, Dan, I need some help.
Oh,
what do you think? What do you think here? Lance, and you had asked about a lot of these things. Bless you. You had said that you had trimmed some off and you were thinking about doing more and it's going in. Lance, I do think it's time for a big trim to even everything up. You can learn the beard even better as it's shorter and coming in. And you asked about more heat. No, definitely not more heat here. Because again, he goes, should I try using higher heat or start doing it? No, definitely not. This is one of the cases where I think that there's a little bit too much heat. I think that it's going in a little bit too much. And I think your beard is really absorbing that heat and making that dip and thinning it out a little bit. So less heat, but I want to see a pretty substantial trim just simply because I know it's going to grow back in better than ever together. I do see that it's probably the neckline, but you do have that little spot in the middle that's a little bit thinner than the other spots. So I want to go substantial here, knowing that it's going to grow back. We always got to remember that, right? This is a beard journey. It will always grow back here. And I love the beard, and I think you're going to really love this change. I want to go just below the jawline. I want to bring it kind of right down to this point here. And that, trust me, I know that that's heavy. I know that's one of the most like substantial trims I've offered as advice on this one. But I really think when you do that, we keep playing with the heat. We keep sending in updates to the show. I think that's going to change everything. And this next chapter of your journey, this next season of your beard life is going to be the best one ever. So that would be my advice.
Agreed.
Boom. Boom. Look, Miles is right there with us too. He says, do it. I agree. Yep, I definitely agree.
Now, I am curious. Can his beard be that texture like natural? Are there straight beards naturally out there 100%. Like that? Okay.
There are definitely straight hair beards, almost like head hair ones. My thing with this one, though, is right now, for this length, there's not enough backing.
Yeah,
there's not enough like supporting actors to even if you had that backing supporting actors, the heat would take so much better. And that's what I love about beards. Like when we say all beards are different, all situations are different. There's no like king rule. You have to do this. You have to do that. It's so true. And people like to generalize and say like, oh, Dan only says this. Dan only says that. Like, listen. We told a guy earlier, don't use any heat. We told this guy here, use less heat, you know? So it truly is about figuring out what's the best personal one for you. And man, there's a lot of people that are loving the beard and they are agreeing here. Have to agree 100% agreed. And everything agreed. Excellent call, Dan. Great advice. Totally agree. 100%. Hey man, look at, I think that's going to be an awesome one. If you do take the advice, please send in.
Yeah.
And I would love maybe every month or every other month, little updates, and we can be like, hey, now we do this. Now we do that. And I think a lot of people could learn from your situation. Yeah, learn from your situation. And yes, do not touch anything under the chin. or under the jaw. And what I mean by that is you are just simply trimming the outside hairs here. You're not going underneath the beard. Nothing on the neck is going to get touched. Leave those bad boys alone. All right, he said, I'll definitely give it a trim. Do it in stages before I get that short though. Hey, and that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
You can always come back and take more off. I like that. But I think you're going to find that I'm onto something here and that it will really help you out for sure. And yeah, absolutely. So my buddy Otto says, if you don't want to use DHT stuff with, there's so many out there. Yeah, I have videos on the scientific studies with peppermint essential oil, lavender oil, and so many other ones. So yep, absolutely. Can you revisit what he is using today as products? Could he be using too much product? He could be. Yeah, there definitely could be a little bit too much, especially when we see the side angle here. It might be a little bit too much on the oil. So yeah, very good call. Yeah, that's a big one. And I don't know if you guys saw my post today. I did a trim yesterday, filmed it, went great. It's actually a unique angle for a trim that I'm not going to say yet because I'm going to do it in probably 4 months from now. Who knows? And today the video is gone. Now, normally I can just go refilm. I did this probably 2-3 weeks ago. I filmed a video and my mic didn't work. I just went and refilmed it. No big deal. You can't go refilm a trim. Even though it crossed my mind in the shower today, I'm like, what's another inch? Let me do it again.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, no, Dan. The content is not more important than the beard. And so I stepped back. Yep, I stepped back. And he said, I put in too much butter that day. Hey, it's a learning experience, man. You knew it. So awesome. Love it, you guys. Very cool. So unique today.
Yeah.
Everything is so unique and so cool.
I love it.
Thank you, Lance. All right, guys. Halftime section. So we don't have the most time in the world today on the halftime questions. So if you have a really important question, hit us. If it can hold for next week, that would be great. Or for Monday or my random ones. And yeah, let's hit it. I want to try new bird oil. If you could only recommend, which one would it be? That would definitely be out of Miami. Down in Florida, we have Magic City. Magic City would be a good one. Sam, if you're going on a date night, which beard oil should Dan use?
King's Bounty.
Oh, there we go. All right, King's Bounty. Over Sundance?
They're both good. Saving Sundance for summer.
Okay, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I like that one. All right, what hat styles you bearded dudes like besides ball caps? Question for the chat. I don't
beanies.
I don't wear any other hat style than ball caps. I don't even wear beanies. All right. Hello. I wanted to inquire on how to keep my beard straight the whole day. Because after heating it, it shrinks back up after 4 hours or when I'm in a cold space. So cold is going to be tough. And that one is just like, man, when you start introducing like humidity and cold and wind and rain, it's like, good luck. Like just try your best kind of deal because there's not a ton there that you can kind of do about it. But what I will say is dialing in that heat routine is going to be so amazing for you to be able to really, really kind of figure it out. It's not a sexy answer, but the most truthful answer I could give is truly trial and error. Man, the next day, try something, maybe more heat, maybe longer heat, and see how your beard reacts later on. There's no real, like, when it does that, 4 hours later, do this. You just got to kind of have trial and error, unfortunately. So Leo says, interesting ambiguity for this upcoming podcast, raising children who have anxiety, or do you have anxiety about raising children, or God. Both?
Truly both.
Do you want to tell them what the idea of the podcast is Friday?
This particular one is about raising children who have anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they also do give me anxiety. So
and it's detailed. All right, John, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's tune in, guys. It's gonna be a good one. It is definitely going to be a good one. All right.
Quit starring all those.
I
so
know.
Many.
Guys, I'm gonna try my best. This might be our first Wednesday ever where we're not able to get to all the questions. Reach out to me because we're already at 17 right now. So I'm gonna try my best, guys, but we probably will not be able to get.
We can hit them all. Let's hardcore go fast.
Yeah, we will try. But if you can, ease on them just a tad here. To both of you, Was there something you discovered about the other after marriage that surprised you? Habit, something interesting from their past? For me, no, I mean, I'm sure there's a million things, but I genuinely don't look at it that way. Like we aren't even a resemblance of who we were 13 years ago. Like it's not even a resemblance. So I would say what surprised me is just how we've been able to grow together and how we've been able to communicate. But literally, no, there's nothing where I'm like, oh, she brushes her teeth on Tuesdays differently or something. I don't know. Like, so no, not really. It's just, and I'm not even like trying to like take an easy answer out. It just.
One thing that surprised me was I came into the marriage thinking Dan had this like picture perfect, like childhood, like all-American boy growing up. And like, as we're learning about stuff about myself, I'm learning more about his childhood and upbringing. So that's kind of eye-opening.
I could see that. Yeah. I am not one to share my problems. I don't ever want to be a burden to anybody. I don't ever want people feeling bad for me. And so I usually just don't talk about those things. So I could see that. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. And now I've gotten better at it. Sam's helped me open up and be able to talk about things, but I'm the person where if I was injured, you weren't going to know it. I could have literally called my mom about a broken bone and she didn't believe me because she was like, how do you know? I said, it's a compound fracture and my bones are looking at me. And so, yeah, I don't really share those kind of like, I don't know, challenges, I guess. And there definitely were some unique ones. But good question. Question for Sam. We know the gents love gray beards, but do you think the ladies embrace it in the same way? Single guy may be curious.
Absolutely not. Oh, wait.
No. You're looking at it wrong. Okay. He's asking not about women and their own hair. He's saying, do you think women, we know guys like gray, do women, let me get for everybody out there, do women find gray hairs attractive?
Women love gray hairs, and we wish all men had full gray hairs.
There you go.
And that's a fact. I thought you were asking like, do women embrace their gray hair? No, absolutely not. We hate it. And
I think it's been proven over time that that's true when you had like George Clooney, who came out with all the grays.
Oh yeah.
And I do want to say too, guys, I'm really unique. Like the weirdest way to put that is I'm really unique. People, there's like generalities of things where it's like, oh, if somebody like bottles stuff in, they need an outlet to talk. I don't know the best way to describe it. It's not like I have some things that are like bottled up and it like changes the way I am. I'm super introspective and yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but
it's like suppressed into your like subconscious. He's not like conscious about like feelings of things.
Yeah.
But then like he'll talk about it and be like, oh wow, that really did mess me up.
Yeah, for sure. And so yeah, there's a lot to like those kind of things, but it's nothing that is like, oh man, I got all these problems and stuff. It's just, just keep it moving type deal. I had an argument with my sister the other day about which one is worse: wind in your face with a big beard for men or wind at your back with long hair for women. What do you think? Now you answer this one because I have a big beard.
Yeah.
I think you have a good perspective here.
I don't know. That doesn't bother me. So I feel like I'm not the right person to ask.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know because I don't really have a problem with wind either.
I don't put myself in situations where the wind is going to attack me.
And Mrs. Bayou chimed in and said, nothing sexier than a silver fox.
That's a fact.
There you go. I'm struggling with which scientific journals to submit. Cover letter and manuscript to. Any tips?
Oh,
no, not this time. That's above my pay grade at this moment. Reach out to me, man. We could chat. I got a little bit of experience there, but yeah, reach out. Do you recommend the beard vitamins from Mad Viking? I have not tried them, so I cannot say yes or no. Would you recommend the oil as well to help the growth process? So oil in general will help you reach your beard potential, right? It's not going to be a miracle. It's not going to be this crazy thing. So it can help, right? I'll put it this way. Does your beard grow better with a good routine of beard products? Yes. Does it change your genetics? No, in which you had put in there. Thinking about using butter before bed for the first time. Do you apply it to a damp beard? Yes. Do you rinse it out in the morning? Yes. There you go. How often is beard oil necessary? I recommend it after every shower. I do recommend beard products in the morning and at night. So in the morning and at night. Do they put DHT blockers in hair vitamins? No. What to look for? Most hair vitamins are actually women's hair and nail vitamins, which have been used for hundreds of years. And if there is a DHT blocker in it, they will be very specific, or you got to be careful with just looking up things online, because if you want to look hard enough, everything's a DHT blocker. It's just like, what's going to give you like carcinogens, everything, you know, like, so you got to be careful on that stuff, but no, that's not something big. Okay. So I think you were sleeping at this time, but they had somehow brought up on Monday how we met. And I told them the bar, they even found Tiki Bob's and we're looking up pictures. Do you know it closed the year we met?
Dang.
We closed down Tiki Bob's. But I told the story that, and like people weren't believing me, that I had a work acquaintance that like had a crush on you. You were friends with him.
Nick.
And and I didn't even say his name. There you go. I was trying to keep him anonymous. And I like essentially like, they were like, how did you steal in? So was that true? Was somebody that I worked with had a crush on you and then I swooped in?
Yeah. So Nick was my best friend at the time, but he liked me, but I didn't like him, but we were still friends.
Every guy in here is hilariously laughing. And it's like, he liked you, but you were still friends. Like, he wasn't your friend.
He was my friend. I don't know if I was his friend.
But yeah. So
when Dan introduced himself at the Tiki Bob's, it was very upsetting to Nick.
Was it?
Yeah.
They were like, you still talking to Nick? I'm like, no, I have no
he was
clue.
like, oh, you're gonna go date Dan? Are you gonna go on a date with Dan?
Now, to give you an idea, right? I am 6'3", like built out of like Greek god man. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm a large guy. Nick he was short. And there's nothing wrong with short people. Just very different than me. Very different than me. But yeah, so that is true. All right. Question, Dan. Should I just keep growing or trim? So that was Keith. Keep growing, Keith. Right. The textured beard. And would it be good to start with a blow dryer for heat? Yeah, that's always a good one. For sure. If you're talking about the mustache, heated brush. Yep, heated brush. Dan's amazing. I was moments away from shaving when I stumbled upon his YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that? Like going to shave, found the channel, and it saved his beard. Oh. So dang cool. Aberlite Mist, Pacific Woods. Love it. Do you know a company? I don't. That's the thing. Like Aberlite, their mist, their scents are so good. So good. Sam loves them. There's nothing like them in beard products, unfortunately. I've searched. So no, unfortunately. I use a sugar scrub on my scalp sometimes, and I love how it cleans. You think it would be okay as a stripping wash? No. So I'm probably going to do a video on this in the future. I looked really close into this. That on your beard especially, it's actually really bad for your pores. And it's controversial for the head hair, but there's a big group that do not recommend sugar scrubs for any part of your scalp because of what it can do to your pores. And there's these little micro abrasions that introduce bacteria. Strongly no on the beard. To say.
Also, I feel like they say stay away from sugar scrubs because they have like quite a bit of bacteria in them because the bacteria feeds off the sugar. So maybe switch to, I don't know, what's the other one? Salt.
Yeah.
But they do make scalp specific scrubs, just FYI.
Yeah. Your exfoliating should come from a tool. It should come from something physical, not from a product. So no, strongly do not encourage that one. My son is 21, wants to grow a beard, but it's coming in very patchy. He's using peppermint oil and has a dermatologist roller, but doesn't use it much. Is there anything you recommend? Healthy habits, patience are going to be the biggest things. There are some growth oils out there that can give them a chance. You have the accelerator from Grindstone. You have the growth stimulator from Dr. Nick's. Those can give you a good one. Consistency is going to be key. And Sweet Tea and Biscuits, aka Holly, says sugar scrub on the neck down, no higher. Yes, exact. Our pores are different, you guys. It's just not meant for that. And Holly has an entire lifetime career of working with body products. We do a review on Pete and Pedro beard oil. The oil is super popular and supposedly good quality. Is Pete and Pedro the one from Alpha Male, the guy that like yells and screams all the time? Because if that is the case, no, I will not. Let me see. I think it is. All right, Alpha Man, Pedro. Let me know, guys, in the chat if it is, if that is his. I think his name's Alpha Male. You guys know what I'm talking about, the short dude that screams all the time.
Who?
Oh, he's got.
What's he screaming about?
Yeah, he's got a. It is okay. Strongly don't recommend. Nope, not a fan. He's always yelling at the screen. He's given to me
like where? Like on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah, YouTube.
What's he yelling about?
Everything. Every video he yells. Yeah, every single video he yells. And his beard advice. Most channels, I love so much of the advice, and it's so subjective. For his, I 97.5% disagree with. So yeah, don't no, I don't recommend that one, and I will not likely review it. I just don't like his vibes, just to be honest. Yeah,
I want to know what he looks like.
Yeah,
I know if I've seen him.
Yeah, I'll show you later. So yeah, it's how I talk.
Where's Vado?
Do you have any products or do you have any suggestions on beard companies that don't use almond oil? Message me. It's actually a pretty small group, but message me and I'd be happy to give you some specific recommendations there. All right. How do you know you have too much product in beard besides it's still too shiny and residue on your hand? That's the best way to know immediately. If you need to go a little bit more long-term, you're going to start to develop beard pimples. But if you have too much, my rule is 30 minutes and 30-minute time and run your hand over your beard. If you still have oily hand, you use too much. Sam, how did you react when I asked you out the first time?
I was like, I gotta check my work schedule, and then never got back to him.
That's not true.
It is.
No.
You got back to me, and I was like, oh, I forgot.
No, but I asked you out at the bar, and you said yes, and then we texted.
No. You got my phone number at the bar.
Yeah.
And then you asked me out via cell phone.
Sam does not drink alcohol now. Sam had a lot of alcohol that night. It did.
Says the guy who's like, 2/5 of sweet tea vodka.
I definitely had a lot of alcohol as well, but I was a much larger person that could handle the alcohol better. She said yes. Here's how it went. She said yes at the bar, got her number. Then the next morning, she didn't remember what I looked like. And so when I text her, is that true?
I don't know if that's true.
That's what you told me. And then I text her and she wasn't sure if she was wanting to. And her friend convinced her to give it a try.
That's true.
And so we went on the date. That is the true story. He said, oh, Dan, you're finding out things. No. And I will say this too, and this is not just for this. Sam's memory is absolutely atrocious, other than when she wants to use it in a point.
I wonder if my new gene thing will show something. Like,
yeah. Sam,
anything about memory.
Like 90% of the time, Sam's like, my memory's so bad. My memory's so bad. Unless it's a point she wants to make. Then she's like, no, that's not what happened. I'm like, an hour ago, you just said your memory was bad.
I thought we were trying to be sweet.
What's the difference between gray and white? That's actually a good question because I think it's a fine line. I mean, obviously color, right? But when someone says I have a gray beard, I have a white beard, I don't know much more than like just physical color.
Personal preference.
Yeah, I mean, and it's probably used interchangeably. You know, there's probably not.
It's like you can only tell that it's a gray beard if he's standing next to somebody with a white beard, and then you're like, oh, that is gray. That's not white.
True. Yeah, you'd have to probably see it.
Yeah.
If I had to pick coffee or milk and drink a whole cup,
can you combine them?
Right. Coffee, I guess.
No, you wouldn't drink coffee.
I wouldn't drink milk.
I would love to see you just take a big old swig of coffee and realize what it tastes like.
See, coffee just isn't good to me and just not appealing. Milk is disgusting to me. Like disgusting to me. Like, oh my gosh. And Frank says, did you know Pantene shampoo will ravage your beard as if your beard was already... Yes. I definitely knew that. Yeah, definitely knew that. So awesome, guys. Hey, if we missed any of your questions, hit me up. I promise that we can get to those ones. It's always like the most packed like submission nights always have the most question nights, and they're so
Why?
awesome. But it's like
Because all of those people are
I
in
know
here.
they're asking exactly. All right, we got Stan. He says this is 13. We have a Stan in the chat. This is a second Stan. I know. This is 13 months of growth. Looking for your all-around opinion about my beard. My goal is to let it grow another 4 to 5 inches. Should I trim now or let it grow more? Thank you, guys. Love that. So he is like, hey, I want to get here. Should I trim along the way or should I just simply let it go? Let's see, Mr. Stan. Boom!
Stan!
Goodness gracious. So Stan is looking to go about here. It's going to be similar to mine, maybe a little bit shorter, but 4 to 5 more inches. In the chat, you guys, trim or grow?
Is that a question?
Trim or grow here? Sam C?
Grow.
Yeah.
Now I'm yelling at you guys.
There's no need to trim. I mean, if you were like, I want to keep my beard similar to how it is now, I would say, okay, maybe a little transparency trim right there, but not on this journey right now. I mean, you're going 4 or 5 more inches. You just keep growing. You just keep growing.
Go.
Easy one. This is another one where it would have been like, we don't have any advice for you, but super specific question. Love it. So keep growing, dude. That's an absolutely legendary beard. Like that's, so good.
I like the lightness.
Yeah, it does have some nice little color, especially on the front here. Looks good. Mustache too. All right, we got Jersey. I feel like I can't get it to fill in some spots, and I have curly hair, so it's hard to get it soft. Also, I want to grow it big, but it seems like I kind of hit a plateau of some sort. What's your advice on that?
Okay.
All right, let's take a look, Miss Jersey. Awesome, man.
Nice. I love your glasses.
Yeah, great style. Super dapper. The head hair is fantastic, dude. Awesome, man. All right, so let's address it one by one here. He said, I feel like I have some spots that won't fill in. All right, so let's take a look. So I do see what you're saying, right? I see the underbeard here, and he had sent some other pictures that kind of diagrammed them and showed the different ones. I'm not going to do the other one on the other side because they might, draw like the teacher in class.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I think you pointed out maybe like a little spot like right here. Absolutely nothing to do right now with these. Like nobody is looking under your beard there unless you're 6'8", then that's possible.
Could be.
That could be. Stan, if you're in the chat and if you're 6'8" or above.
Jersey.
Yeah, let us know. Oh, Jersey. Sorry. Yeah, that Stan was last one.
And I keep you in check.
Yeah, thank you. Here's Stan right here. Different Stan on that one. I know. It's a mess. It's a mess here. But Jersey, great name and beard. For the spots, just healthy habits. Make sure you're washing, you're exfoliating, you're using oil, but don't worry about those, man. If you would not have sent this picture and you would have left it at these pictures, the word spot would have never crossed my mind.
No, not at all.
Ever. Right? So as long as you're not going around looking at the clouds all day, nobody's going to see that. All right.
I think it'll fill in very shortly too.
I agree. You're definitely not at your beard age potential. You're going to still have some growth and genetic gains because you're definitely younger, right? We know the average peak genetics for beard is at age 42. And so you got lots of time. And then he said, all right, I also wanted to grow big, but it seems like it kind of hit a plateau. Man, even on that, the only other advice I would have is continue to switch up your beard products, right? If you're at a plateau, maybe changing your wash, changing your oil, focusing on those internal healthy habits. But I think this is a case of like just being too hard on yourself. It looks fantastic. Even if you're on a journey of growth, it looks really good while you're
It does
you're
look, and it suits you really well at this length.
Yep. I agree with the head hair and matching the beard here.
Yeah.
You got this fade transition. You guys are killing the head haircuts tonight, like killing them. So, dude, they look really good. And here's an interesting one. So I'll have Sam comment on this in a second here, Jose. This is a really valid time to bring this up. And he says, they have those pencil thingies that might fill in temporarily. Anyone ever try those? I don't use them, but I've seen ads. So I actually got one off Temu of all places. I've never used it. Don't plan on using it. Sam stole it. What are your thoughts on those pencil thingies?
I am the biggest fan of them. I love them. I use them probably like, I don't know, 4 times a month. So I get my roots touched up every month because I'm like full gray. And when the gray is in and I have to be on a live stream or something, I use one of those pens like right over the gray and it just takes it right away.
And it just washes out?
And it washes out. It's phenomenal. They make it in spray version and like eyeshadow consistency version and like pencils where you can actually like draw like the hairlines, which is what I do for my eyebrows. Same sort of thing. It's great. Highly recommend. Don't recommend if you're going to be sweating because it will run down your face LeBron style.
I don't know enough to say about those, but that is an interesting thought. And no alcohol. No,
he is slurring his words.
Yeah, no drink. No, I was messing up my names, and so I'm like I'd start to say Stan, and I'm like Stan, and like try to swing out of it, and couldn't do it. So no alcohol here. We're coming up on we're at over a year and a half of no alcohol.
Yeah, summer it'll be here.
Yeah, 2 years. It's crazy. So crazy. All right, awesome, dude. Looks really good. Really good. Don't worry about those spots. All right, Adam R. I've been bearded for about 7 years now. I've trimmed occasionally just to make it look nice, but now I'm looking to really grow it out. I'm talking wizard length. I haven't always been so kind to my beard. I used to pick at it pretty heavily from anxiousness to boredom. I've recently resolved to be more mindful and not pick at it and incorporate beard wash and conditioning into my regimen. Hopefully beard oil as well. I really hope you're using beard oil. And I have to get some wide tooth combs. Really enjoy your channel and reviews. Awesome. And then, Adam's in the chat. And he says, my questions and advice I'm looking for. What do I do? Should I clean shave and start over? Ha. So I just had a video about that. Obviously don't do that. So we're just gonna do this here right now. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. No, we don't like that word here. See ya. Should I trim a few inches off the bottom? I noticed a good bit of transparency in the last few inches of the beard. What do I do to gain fullness and length? General advice and maintenance.
Okay.
All right. Loaded one here. Let's take a look at the beard. Exactly. And we actually have a picture of his gold beard on here. True story. All right. So let's go ahead and check out Adam, what he's working with here.
Love it.
So this is he sent this, by the way.
Oh my gosh. You look like our neighbor. Hardcore.
Like Cody?
That's wild.
Shout out to Cody. And I think he's from, did he put Great Britain over there maybe? He had like a.
He said good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Where are you at, Adam?
He's got that little GB at the end there. I think that's like Great Britain. We'll see. Adam, where are you from? Okay. Now let's break it down. Wants to be to the wizard length. What do I do? Okay, we'll get to that. Now, for his beard, he has observed here. And if we see Adam, you holler it out here.
Okay.
And he said, he goes, I love Dungeons & Dragons for my character and goal. Okay. All right. Nice. He loves Dungeons & Dragons, so his character and his goal. Okay. Here we go. He's from Codysville, UK. All right. Knew it.
Nice.
Well, you got two names? What's going on? Interesting.
There are two Adams.
Right. Are you an actual wizard?
They're twins. One's here,
it's two different guys. Yeah, that would be so funny. All right, Adam. I know this is your goal, but you are acknowledging that there is transparency. How do I gain fullness? I want you to get here, but I want it to look great along the way. I would, and you can really see the transparency down here. Like you can really see it on that side beard. I mean, if you do the squint test, right, it's actually a perfect time. Look at that screen and then squint your eyes and you can see where the bulk of your beard is.
Wow.
And it really kind of comes in at this point right here. I mean, it's super clear. The way that you are going, and you asked this, right? The way, how do I gain fullness? For now, it's going to be trimming the transparency to allow that neck beard to come in. And if you have, like you said, you were like, I haven't always been so kind to my beard. If you haven't been so kind to your beard, you got to think about what part of your beard is likely damaged. It's the old soldiers. It's the part of your beard that's been around for that abuse, right? Not to put it lightly, for that abuse of the beard. So it's going to be this area of the beard. So my recommendation is to make that trim. Right, we're going to come right around this one here. Let me round it out a little bit better than that. So, because his beard shape is pretty unique, you know, it kind of goes down like that. But I am going to recommend several inches off for a trim, kind of rounding it at the bottom. That was perfect. Rounding it at the bottom. And then what that's going to do is allow it to grow in more thick and full to achieve your goal. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is this bulk of the beard is going to grow, but these little guys are just going to keep growing longer and longer at the bottom. And you're just going to have like a couple of wispies that are growing really long.
I was just about to say wispy.
Were you?
Yeah.
All right, wispy, drink. So for this one, and definitely the shirt is a lighter color, and that can bring out some transparency. And you can kind of see it there. I want, and to be fair, right, a wizard's beard kind of comes to some like wispies at the bottom. I can't ever see myself recommending that. And especially like, look at, he's got the mustache all curling up here, dude. Like you're dapper, you're stylish. You got the head hair. You got the,
you'll be a more stylish wizard who takes care of his beard.
I was going to say a modern wizard, like a modern wizard for sure. So I do recommend a pretty significant transparency trim. And I think that's just it's going to take a little bit longer to get to your goal, but you're going to get to it better than ever. You agree?
Yep.
Awesome, dude. Looks cool. Thanks for sending in. That was a really fun one, but definitely keep the beard. It looks great, man. All right. Doug B here. Doug B sending into the show. All right. Take care, Donald. He says body's not liking him at the moment. Sorry, man.
Get some good sleep.
I know you've been battling that for a couple of days. Doug says, I recently came across your YouTube channel and have enjoyed all the beard content. I've been growing my facial hair for years. The majority of the time I've sported a goatee, although I've been known to don a short beard and even mutton chops. I like the use of the word don there. That would never cross my mind. In years past, when I try to grow my beard, it just reaches a certain point and doesn't go any further. This time, I'm seriously going to try and make it over the hump. I'm currently at the stage I normally get stuck at. I've used beard oils in the past. A couple of weeks ago, I made my first beard oil from castor and rosemary. I also bought a new beard care kit from Live Bearded with a wash, conditioner, oil, and balm. I'm going to give your morning routine and evening routine a shot and hopefully build a bigger, stronger beard. I've attached some pictures from my non-groomed beard. I don't know that I would ever get to the length of your beard, but I would like to get to a longer beard. I think the mistake I've made in the past is that I would shave, and I think it's shave my neck. I would like to hear your feedback from you and Sam for my beard. Now, again, a thing here is he says his beard reaches a certain point and doesn't grow anymore. And I think did he say he's at that point? And he goes, I'm currently at that stage.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is at the stage where he feels his beard doesn't grow anymore. So let's go ahead and take a look where he's at here and check out what Doug is working with. Heck yeah, man.
Nice.
So Doug, to begin, you are not at a stage where your beard has stopped growing. I promise your genetics are way, way, way longer and bigger than that for your beard. This is nowhere near a terminal length, just based on how your hair is growing here and the coverage and stuff. Nowhere near. The thing that got me is that you had said you had used beard oils in the past.
Yeah.
Like
not currently.
Exactly. You got to be consistent. I know you said you made a blend. You said it was castor and rosemary. Maybe add in another carrier or two. I couldn't imagine just using castor. That boy's thick. Like castor oil is so thick. But beyond that, right? His goal is to grow longer, get past this stage. If he came to you, what would your advice be?
I would tell you to take a look at what you're eating, what you're drinking, what your lifestyle is, and see if there are any changes that you can make that would make your body overall healthy, which in turn is going to make your beard healthy, which is going to make your hair grow.
100%. If it's stopping at this, the reason is outside of your beard genetics. The reason is likely diet. The reason is likely stress. The reason is likely lack of exercise or any combination. Nobody knows your situation. There's something else that is stopping that growth from happening. So right now looks fantastic. I'm so glad that you got a beard care kit with some good quality products and you're diving into the videos. Dude, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the growth and how this thing's just going to take off, man, which is going to be really cool. Really cool. Awesome, Doug. All right, Kevin. I'm looking for a little hairstyle advice.
Oh, snap.
Not sure. Yeah, great beard incoming here, guys. Not sure how to define my face shape and beard, but I'm wondering if there's a suggested hairstyle. I'm a professional 9-to-5er and fortunate I can sport the beard. Wasn't always the case. Super cool. I like to look my best. Thank you in advance.
All right.
All right. This is your world. And I will say too, he has, I think, a really good haircut too.
Oh, okay.
So if you were to offer some other advice, then it looks great. What would you say for Mr. Kevin?
Okay. Nice.
I know.
It
Look at
does
the
look
color
good.
of that beard. Oh my, the shape, the depth. Oh my God. All right. It's not about the beard, guys. And he does have a head haircut. That's nice. You got
It's so nice.
You got the little shelf right here. You got the fade wrapping around the ear. Like this here, we can talk about other stuff. Nobody's going to talk about this area. Nothing below here can be discussed, guys. Leave that off the table. That is absolutely perfect. Now, I am curious because I have not showed you this or talked to you about this. The rest of the hair, is there anything, even if you're like, it looks great, is there anything that you could offer as maybe a different option?
Yeah, I think a good different option is like if you took the sides down, go right here. If you took this area down like shorter on both sides and then grew your top out a little bit longer and had it like more, what do they call that? Like pompadour?
Yeah.
Like style. That I feel like that would be another option that would look really good.
I agree. And do you like it how it is now?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
sure.
I was just giving another option.
I know. I knew she liked it, so it's like I gotta like guide her in a different direction. You don't have to do anything, but if you did, the only thing I would say is if I were to adjust anything, this portion of your hair, for me and my personal preference only, is a little bit unbalanced and too long. And I agree with Sam. I would like to see it go more vertical, right? Not exactly like that, just explaining, right? More vertical. And then, yeah, maybe taking a little bit of the weight out of this side of the hair. This one is already pretty much lined up.
It's kind of like yours.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I like that. It's kind of like my ideal cut is that shelf there.
Uh-huh.
But I would just address this portion of the hair. And that would be my attempt at it. But it looks good, man.
It's so funny that you were talking about face shape though, because I literally was up for hours last night just deep diving into face shape haircuts.
Yeah, you were.
I don't know why. It just hit me. Maybe I knew that you were sending in and I had to do some research.
Well, you're figuring out your part and stuff. Yeah.
So, but if you guys like have a minute, just Google like best haircuts for your face shape and they give you the rundown. Like you measure this part, and this part and up and down. And then they're like, if this is longer than this, then this is your face shape. And then you can go in and look for haircuts that would suit your face more. And it's just so interesting.
For sure. And you guys are spot on. Dan might give him a bouffant. Dan, he said, make him cone it. Yeah, my drawing was terrible. Like that was not what I was trying to convey. It was more like a concept. And I will give you that all day.
Don't you guys know Dan's an exaggerator?
Try a fade. So he already has a fade. This is the fade. There's no more fading that could possibly happen. Like that is the definition of a fade right there. So he's rocking that. If he has to take it in elsewhere, it would be a different terminology. And that's a perfect example. What I tell people when you guys go to a barber, don't say buzzwords. Don't say barber lingo. Don't say, give me a fade, give me a cleanup, give me a taper, because your definition is likely very different than the barber, right? Be exact with it. So yeah, dude, it looks awesome. Absolutely, absolutely awesome, man. I love it. Yeah, love. Okay, let's talk about his beard. It's great. Easy one. All right, guys. I think this might be the last one. Adam B. I've reached out to your advice at 3.5 weeks, and now I need your advice again. I'm currently at 7 weeks. Okay, doubled. I like it. After watching your videos, I've learned that the neck beard is an integral part of the structure of the beard. So far, I've been combing everything down. Is there a point when I push it up and forward? Yes. If so, when should I begin to train it? Also, what is a good beard shape for my face?
Oh my God.
Thank you for all your videos and suggestions. It's been great to have an awesome resource for new beards like me. I love that, man. Super cool. And we got Adam in the chat too. Awesome, man. Thank you for sending in. Thank you for the kind words. All right, let's take a look. Mr. Dapper over here.
Super dapper.
Absolutely. And this is such a good question. So essentially what Adam is saying right now, guys, and hey, what's up, Jay Cruz? Is he is at a point where his beard is still wrapping towards the neck, right? It's still coming in towards that Adam's apple. Now, there is a portion, especially on this view here, where his chin is going to be growing, and we want to start facing it to the ground and start getting like a shape, you know, whether it's like this and getting that really kind of full beard. Now, let's put you on the spot here.
Oh, gosh.
Do you think he's at a point yet where he should start training it forward?
I don't think so.
No, he's not.
Okay.
You're spot on. Yeah, you're spot on. You're not there yet. You're getting closer. It seems like your underbeard might actually grow faster than your chin, which is unique and not the most common, but we won't know for another like month or two. But you're not there yet. The way you're doing it right now is perfect. Keep growing. Don't take that. I see that you're drawing your neckline right there. And I believe at one point you went here and you're like, oh, shoot, let me grow it longer. And you can see the different stages there. Stop touching the neckline at this point and keep growing. What would you say? If you had to guess, how many weeks or months do you think he's out to start growing it down towards the ground?
Oh my, I really don't know. I'm going to say 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Yeah. No, I think you're about... If I had to guess, I would say 6 weeks.
Really?
Literally, I would say 6 weeks.
Go me. Look at me, guys. It's only taken 7 years.
You'll know because this will start to really prominently look like a big kind of wave. Because at some point, you can only push these hairs into the neck here so much, and then they're going to start to curl back at you. Once it starts to curl back at you down here, now we know. And you're getting close, but you're just not there yet. So yeah, I would say 6 weeks. And look at RPG says I was going to say 6 to 8 weeks, Woo! 4 to 6 weeks. What's the common denominator? 6 weeks. So dude, you're not there yet. I love the style. Dapper as can be. Heck yeah.
And I love that length on you too. I think it looks so good.
It does. And I'm interested to see how it's going to look as you grow. Because
send back in.
Yeah, man, it looks really good. Please, in about 4 to 6 weeks, send in and we'll take another look. Awesome, dude. All right, you guys, we are going to end on a giveaway here from True North. Thank you guys for sponsoring. I will drop a link in the chat if you guys want to check out their website. Go give them a follow on Instagram if you don't mind. For this giveaway, guys, very simple. There's a link in the chat. Click the link, put your name, put your email, and then if you see your name on the screen, comment to claim your victory. It's as simple as that. We are going with a $50 gift card. So shout out to True North. Thank you guys for giving back to the community here. It is beautiful. I'll give you guys just a quick second to kind of sign up there and get your entries in. And again, this is free, and this is just giving back to say thank you guys for hanging out. This has been an awesome show, man. We had some big numbers. We were creeping up at that 200 mark at one point, which was really cool. So shout out to True North has such like a loyal and passionate fan base.
That's
which is
awesome.
Really cool to see. Yeah, really, really cool to see. Okay, man, and you guys are awesome. And hey, if you guys dropped a comment and you feel like I missed it or a question, just reach out to me. Send me a message. Wednesdays can be tougher to catch all of them because of the reading and the conversation, but reach out to me, and I would love to be able to answer any questions. And shout out to Michael. What's up, my man? Michael was my co-captain, and when we went whitewater rafting, we actually had Jay Cruz in the raft with us as well. But me and Michael were out there, and we were actual captains of the craft. It was cool. We went completely submerged underwater at one point.
I wonder if like you and Steph, Dan's sister, would like raft well together.
Probably.
She's very into rafting.
She
right
is. Now. Yeah, she absolutely is. Yeah, no doubt. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready in the chat? Good luck, everybody. If you see your name on the screen momentarily, we still got to draw it. But if you see your name on the screen momentarily, drop a comment to claim your victory, and this win is yours. True North will reach out to you on the email you signed up with. Actually, they'll just email it to you. They don't even have to reach out to you. So you'll just check the email you signed up with. And if you see your name on the screen, drop a comment. And also, beardadvicelive@gmail.com is your email to enter into next week, you guys. I'll put it down at the bottom. We would love to have you on the show. All right. And remember, you can send in random advice. Thanks for Sam, too. Here we go. Do we have a Mr. Todd Kearns?
Woo!
Come on in here. And all we need to do is subscribe to True North newsletter for a chance to win a gift card. They might have that going on. I'm not sure. This one was just right now. Yeah, you didn't have to do anything other than click that link. Super simple. But they may have another one going on. And True North says, we fully support Dan, Sam, and their platform. Great people.
Woo!
Thank you. Actually, right back at you. All right. Do we have Mr. Todd Kearns in the chat here? I do know who he is. Yeah, it's Mr. D. Dot. Let's see if he's out there. Mr. D. Dot. All right, they have to be. We just did the link just moments ago. There's like no
Someone
other
went
way.
to the bathroom again.
Yeah. And this one is pretty unique because it's like almost impossible that he left, like
right. It was like 1 minute.
It's like internet connection problems. He is here. Okay, is he?
Yeah.
There he is. There he is. Okay. He said, love it. It's my first time winning on here. But you know what re-roll it. Huh?
He's giving it.
Are you giving it to somebody else, Todd? Let me
verify.
Let me verify here with you. Are you passing it on to someone else or no? But you know what? Re-roll it. Let's see, Mr. D. Dot. Okay. Yes. Wow. Look at that, guys. Mr. D. Dot said re-roll it in the chat. That is super cool, man. Now, the next person has to take it. Sam just checked her watch. That's the clue that it's getting too late.
I just like to know if Dan was on time or not.
I was.
He's not.
I was until D. Dot is making us stay after time. He was slow. And I just get D. Dot. We love it, man. We love it. That's what the community is all about right there. All right. Our potential winner. You do have to take this one, though, sir. D. Dot, that was super cool, man. Sean New, are you still in the chat? Drop a comment, Mr. New, and we got you covered here. Elbow him, yeah. Shit, you haven't seen her kicking me under the table, guys. It is crazy. All right, do we have Sean New still in the stream? Yeah, we always end. I know some weeks I'm like, we're gonna get out of here by 11 tonight, guys.
Oh my God,
hasn't happened yet, but one of these days it will be.
You're supposed to end at 11 and you don't?
I don't have any supposed to, but I say, like, generally speaking, we get done around 11. Then they all laugh at me.
Ain't no way.
I know.
Now with all your yapping.
I know. I know. Hey, at least I know it, guys. I don't hide my talking.
You guys wonder if Dan talks a lot, not on camera. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's a talker.
Hey, you ain't silent over there yourself.
I don't talk a lot.
I don't talk as much as our son Maddox does, though.
Oh my God.
Our son Max does not stop. All right, is Sean out there? You guys are trying to make me stay up too late. You could get me in trouble. All right, Sean.
Sean.
Dan, yeah, I try to get done on time. Sean isn't here. He is, unless he left. So let's see where he's at.
5.
All right.
4, 3, 2. Oh God, I went too fast. 1. StreamYard delay.
StreamYard delay.
And Sean left because he thought D-Dot won.
And that's possible. That is definitely possible. All right. And since it's a gift card, the next person, it might just go to regardless here. But yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. All right. I just saw this human comment, so I know that they're in here.
Yes, there.
Yeah, I know they're in here. So do we have in the building, Mr. And it just shows.
I just coughed in my face. My hair blew.
All right, he is here. I don't know where it went. I did not. That is so funny.
Gosh.
I don't know if you guys saw that. Flushy. Hey, congratulations. I went to cough not into the mic, and I'm like, I'll cough this way. Not even thinking my wife was next to me. Oh, my goodness gracious, guys. I'm late. I coughed on her. It's all your guys' fault out there. August, congratulations, man. True North will reach out to you. D-Dot, that was really cool, dude. Really, really cool. Whew. Final words?
I don't know. Wish me luck at the podiatrist tomorrow.
True. She's going to come back. I got bunions. I've got plantar fasciitis. I got, is that a thing? Corn?
Corn.
That's the worst name ever for like a foot ailment.
It's so gross.
I got corn. What?
I got corns.
What? Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we got to go. It's getting loopy over here. All right. Appreciate you guys. See the podcast on Friday.